Welcome back. We first brought you this story 2 weeks ago. The Huntington Beach City Council passed a resolution calling for, quote, fair and free elections in 2026.
That resolution was inspired by a presentation to the council from a group called United for Freedom. Today, our reporter Nathaniel Rudolph takes a closer look at the group and their claims. Nathaniel, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Lisa and Ainsley. The integrity of our elections has been in question for many years. From allegations of Russian interference to voter fraud. Now this speculation has come back to Orange County as California prepares for a special election. And the group Unite for Freedom is leading the charge. Unite for Freedom is the public outreach arm of United Sovereign Americans, a nonprofit launched in 2023. According to their materials, the group claims to expose major irregularities in state voter rolls and advocates for sweeping election reform. Dr. Fred Smoller, a political science professor at Chapman University, says these irregularities are just that, irregular and not widespread.
Law professors at Loyola have examined billions of votes, and they found a sprinkling of incorrect votes. But ultimately, it's hard enough to get American voters to vote once, let alone twice.
The group United for Freedom was founded by CEO Marley Hornick and Chairman Harry Howry. Hornick is also the founder of New York Citizens Audit, a group accused of voter intimidation in 2023 by the New York Attorney General, which Hornick says was a violation of their group's 4th and 15th Amendment rights. Harry, a former tech executive, claims to have worked with government agencies on national security systems, but those affiliations could not be independently verified. Marley Hornick is no longer with United for Freedom. She said she was fired earlier this year, but a statement from the group says they had diverging strategies. Hornick says she still has no idea why she was let go. However, she still tells me she believes the organization's work is considered credible.
Our work is really impeccable, and anyone who wanted to verify it would easily be able to do so. We've provided all of our methodology comprehensively to law enforcement at state and federal levels both.
According to the group's own documents and Hornick, Unite for Freedom has volunteers in many states who request public access to voter registration databases. And a team of 95 analysts, auditors, and developers inspect the data. However, Hornick wants to make clear that the organization is not setting out to prove voters are cheating.
It's always election misconduct. It is the officials, not the voters. I'm not accusing election officials of being crooks. I am saying they're standing over a system that is wildly out of compliance and doing nothing about it.
Local election officials argue that the voter irregularities the group finds are simply maintenance errors, such as a wrong address or birth date that have not been corrected yet. Dr. Smoller says these errors are insignificant.
I give the example. If we have early voting and somebody casts a vote 30 days before the election, and then they pass away, I guess you could say that a dead person voted. You remember, we're dealing with millions and billions of votes. Those instances are so small, and we have never been able to show that anything like that has resulted in an adverse election outcome.
In Orange County alone, United for Freedom claims in 2024 over 20% or 600,000 votes had omissions or errors in their registration. Hornick says until those errors are fixed, the voter rolls should not be certified and the voters should not be allowed to cast their ballots. Unite for Freedom also claims to be nonpartisan. However, some facts we found bring that claim into question. The group has repeatedly appeared on right-wing media programs like Steve Bannon's War Room, and their social media platforms, Gitter, Truth Social, and Rumble, are popular with conservative audiences. Hornick insists, though, the group is not just interested in conservative platforms. She says the mainstream media makes assumptions about United for Freedom's motivations.
Worked really hard to try to get what you call maybe left-leaning organizations to cover our work. But they are so unbelievably biased. It's just like, well, these people have to be racist. They have to be prejudiced. They have to be attempting to suppress voting. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this work.
Unite for Freedom has filed several lawsuits claiming election misconduct in states such as Texas, Maryland, and Pennsylvania, but every one of those lawsuits was lost or dismissed, except in Colorado, where there's one ongoing. After a success in Huntington Beach, the group says it plans to take its case to other cities and counties and governments in California. Their future influence and credibility could depend on how their claims hold up to scrutiny. I'm Nathaniel Rudolph reporting. Back to you, Lisa and Ainsley.